Hello, welcome to another video by Lucky. And today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working on some computing stuff. So we're going to be solving this problem from LeetCode, match to sorted list. And then we have a list, first linked list, it's the red one, list 1, and then we have list 2, which is this one over here, the one with the purple colors. And what we need to do is we need to sort the list. Like by putting them together, and one thing to be aware of is that each list is already sorted in ascending order. So we have 1 2 3 4 1 3 4, and then right here we have an example of what this looks like. So we have an input of list 1 1 2 3 4, list 2 1 3 4, and then this is what it is like as sorted. And as you can see, it is in an arranged order. And then we have some edge cases here. If they are both empty, we return empty. If the first list doesn't have anything but the second list has something, we just return the second list. And then the constraints is the number of nodes in both lists range from 0 to 50. So we gotta make sure we can deal with such a long range. And then our nodes can, they can be negative or positive, like the values. And then both list 1 and 2 are none. And then both list 1 and list 2 are non-decreasing order, so they're all increasing. So let's go ahead and try to solve this. And one way I'm going to do it is I'm going to create a dummy node, so we can just like get started. Dummy list node. And then what I want to do is I want to create like a current node that's going to help me know where I'm at. So I'm saying current is equals to dummy. And then what I want to do is, so we want to, like it says the range of these can be from 0 to 50. So we want to loop through both of our list. So we're going to say while list 1 and list 2. So while both of these are not null, that's what this would be in other terms. And now we're going to say if the value, so we're going to say if list 1 dot value is less than list 2 dot value. So in this case it's us comparing, let's say 2 and 3. So in this case 2 is less than 3, right? So what we want to do is, in that case, we're going to say our current is now going to be list 1. Now it's going to be current dot next. So remember, we created a dummy up here, so like it's an empty list node. So imagine that's like the first node that we have, and then we said our current is equals to that dummy. So now we're saying current dot next. So the next node after our dummy or after our current is now going to be what? List 1. So in this case, that's going to be 2 from over here. And after we have done that, what we want to do is we now want to go on to the next value in our list 1. So we're going to say is list 1 is equals to list 1 dot next. What that does is it allows us to traverse through our list node. So we're good. And then now the other case, we just say else. So this is in the case where we just say list 1 dot value is less than list is greater than list 2 dot value. And then what we do here is we just say, so this is in the case of, we actually don't have a situation like that in our example, but let's say we had a 5 up here and then we had another 4 down here. So we just say current dot next is equals to list 2. So now we'll append whatever value is at the top of list 2, and then after that we'll say actually, my bad, we don't need this right here. Made a mistake because it's an else. We just said else. If we say maybe else if, we will need that. And then we're gonna say list 2 is equals to list 2 dot next. So now we are updating our list 2 value. then that looks good. So the next step now is we need to update our current each time. So we need to like keep moving our so it's like doing the 1+1, you know, when you're traversing a linked list or something, an array or something like that. So we're just gonna say current is equals to current dot next. So we traverse that, and then you might be tempted to just say dummy. You might be tempted to just say return dummy.next, but that's not what we want to do. We don't want to return right away like our list, but what you want to do is remember, here's one of the possible things is, what if we have two lists that have different sizes? So the first list has 4 elements, you know, and then the other list is 5. Or like here we have 1 2 4, and then we have 1 3 4. So what if this one was 1, what if this one was 1 3 4 and 5? Right, so what will happen is, remember, we have these and it says while they are both true. So if they're not true, it's gonna end. But remember, now we have an extra value over here. So what we want to do is we want to do something where we say, if one of these is still valid, just add it to our list node because it's already sorted and it's gonna be fine. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna say if list1, so if list1 is still valid even after our while loop stop, we're just gonna say current dot next is equals to list1. So just append list1 to our list, and then we say else, nope, we say if list2, we say current dot next is going to be equals to list2, and that's it. So that should work. Let's run this and see. Yep, there we go, it worked. Perfect. Yep, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Have a good day.